My name is Ashley Regas. I'm from the United States. I'm from a small town in Arizona called Sonoyta. I left home to go to university. I went to school in Tucson, Arizona, where I earned my bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's of science in public policy and management and also a minor in Spanish. I am a Mexican American, and so I grew up learning languages and being very familiar with the language acquisition process uh, through the first person. I learned Spanish as a native speaker, and so I've been bilingual all of my life, and so I think that this has definitely contributed to my interest in learning languages on both ends as the receiver and also as the enabler. Um, I think it's very important to familiarize yourself with other cultures. And so I've been traveling since I was very young. I would come to Europe, come to Germany with my grandmother as a child, and I think this really helped show me that there are many different worlds outside of the United States, and there are many ways to live and what people understand as life. And so it's just become a hobby. I love traveling. I love seeing the way people live. I love getting to know new people, new cultures. I'm currently living and working in Poland. This was my first teaching position. I completed my TEFL certification and practicum at the University of Arizona at a college level. And I work for a private school here in Poland where I teach students and adults of all levels, beginner to advanced. And this was my first experience living in a country where I don't speak the language. I had always traveled to places where I could speak Spanish, which was great, but Poland has been a whole new experience for me. It was a whole new world of culture shock, but I really like the things that I've been enabled to learn, both about myself and the people. And so this is why I'd like to work abroad again. And Thailand for me has always just been a goal on my traveler's bucket list, if you want to call it something. Thailand has great things, everything that I love. The culture, the people, everything that I've learned about it is that they're very open and friendly, and that's something that's very important to me. The willingness of the local people to work with and get to know foreigners and people from other places. So that's something that I would really look forward to experiencing in Thailand. Also, the food. I'm a foodie, and so I'm definitely excited to try all the food in Thailand. Everything that I've seen, everything that I know, everything that I've read about it is just absolutely amazing, and I'm sure it lives up to its reputation. Um, I feel like I have more reasons to go to Thailand than not go to Thailand. Its location, I've never been to Asia before, and so that's a really big goal of mine, and Thailand seems like the great way to do it. The beaches, the tropical environment, that's something I love. I love the warmth. I'm from Arizona, like I mentioned, so I'm very used to the heat. I feel most comfortable when it's warm. Um, Everything that I know about Thailand is really exciting to me and something that I would love to experience for myself. I'm very eager, to say the least. In terms of classroom management, I learned about classroom management through the TEFL, but I'd say, of course, what I learned through my experience over this last year is far more valuable. I like to have a diplomatic approach to classroom management. When a student is acting out, I like to first address the issue to give them a kind of fair warning, let them know their behavior is unacceptable and in some cases disruptive. Try to motivate the student to get back on track. Perhaps look at what he's doing. If I know the student well, I'll be focused on his strengths, something to try and get him excited, bring him back to the learning is fun. Classroom size, larger classes are of course a challenge, but I think that working in groups and pairs of varying levels seems to be my favorite strategy, the high with the low, because this seems to be the most valuable, the most valuable exchange where the students are teaching each other and learning from each other, not necessarily an authority figure like the teacher. So that this, I notice that this makes them feel much more comfortable and works on their strengths. And in terms of what is my approach for classroom management, I like to do points, stickers, get to know the group, whatever works best, but a kind of incentive type program where you work for your behavior, and if you behave well, then you're going to get points, when of course the boys love to win, and so that usually helps. The girls typically tend to like stickers, something they can collect. Another thing that I like to do is a kind of classroom contract, where at the beginning of the year the students themselves design this contract and they tell me what they think is important. We need to work together, we need to listen when the teacher's speaking, whatever they come up with is great, but I have them write them out themselves. Everybody writes a contract and signs it, we both sign it, and this kind of official feeling is nice to come back to. I'll pull out their contracts if I have to, and say, you guys said, this is something you wanted. And sometimes that seems to hit it home for them, thinking, oh yeah, man, I did say that. So really, I'm just excited. My first year of teaching is over, and so that kind of helps me calm the nerves. I've gotten adjusted with living in a country that I don't speak the language, and so that makes me excited also for Asia. I know what that feels like. And yeah, I look forward to learning more about myself and learning more about different students and continuing on this language exchange journey. If you have any questions, any additional questions for me, please feel free to ask. I'm excited for our next meeting and the next opportunity to speak with someone. Thank you so much.